Hey yogis, I'm Tasha. Welcome to this 10-minute hip mobility sequence. We'll start at the back of our mat, inhaling hands up overhead and exhaling, rolling down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a tabletop position. Go ahead and start taking circles on the wrists. You can do some cat-cows. Really whatever feels good here. Just follow your own breath. Connect your breath with your movement. You can look over your shoulder, take some barrel rolls. That's a personal favorite of mine. A few more moments here. And then coming into neutral, lifting up your right leg, knee bent. We're going to take some hip circles in one direction, inhaling as you open up the hip, and exhale as you close the hip. Really articulate the movement through the hip. Try not to move your shoulders too much, and then go ahead and switch directions. One more circle. And then straighten out that leg right behind you. And we're gonna swing the leg over to your left side so it's like a rainbow, and you're gonna push your hips back and get a nice stretch through the right side body and into your left glute. And then inhale, swing that leg around like a rainbow all the way to your right side. And then go ahead and go back into the stretch one more time. Come to center, and we're just switching sides, so left leg lifts, knee bent, and then go ahead and take those circles with the hip. Keeping the hips square, trying not to open up the rest of your chest or move your spine too much. And switching sides. And then straighten that leg out behind you, point the toe, and move it over to your right side, stretching through the left side of your body and through that right glute. And then inhaling, swinging that leg up and around to your left side, and then one more time. Exhaling, go ahead and sink into that stretch. Come back up to center, and knees wide, big toes to touch, sinking your hips back into a child's pose. Notice your breath here. Just take a few moments to yourself in stillness. And then inhaling, coming forward, we're going to take some hip circles here. Dropping the hips around, and then exhaling to sit back. This is a really great stretch for the inner thighs. I love this one. Go ahead and move your knees hip width distance together now. We're going to take some cat-cows, but we're coming all the way back into a child's pose on the exhale. And on your inhale, we're rolling the spine forward into an upward dog. Again, articulating the motion through each vertebrae. Coming all the way back, hips back, and then all the way forward into an upward facing dog. Now come to neutral and hips right over the knees. Sink your chest down and your hands in front of you into a puppy pose. This is a great shoulder opener. Try to sink your shoulder blades onto your back body. Head is looking forward if possible. Then go ahead and round through the chest, coming into a seal pose. Inhale here and exhale. Hands come below your shoulders and push up into a plank, and then roll your hips back into a downward dog. Walking your dog a bit here. Now walking your hands back into a forward fold. Go ahead and hang your head, relax your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And on your next inhale, slowly roll up all the way to stand. Hands come up overhead. You can take a baby back bend or cactus out the arms if that feels good. Exhale rolls you all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, and then walk your hands out into a plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and we're meeting back in a downward dog. However you want to get there is fine. Inhaling, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk yourself to the front of your mat, forward fold. On your next inhale, rolling slowly up the spine as slow as you can until you're standing. Right knee comes up into chest. You can hold it with your hands, rolling out the ankle here. Hands come to heart, so we're letting go of the leg now. And we're taking big circles with that hip. Again, trying to keep your hips square, so you're really isolating the movement through the hip socket. And then you reverse the motion. Finding a focal point here, or a drishti, is pretty helpful as well. Next time your knee is back up into center, hands come to cactus, and on an exhale, straightening through the arms and the leg like you're pushing something away from you, and then hinging forward back into a warrior three. Hands can come to your side. Inhaling, coming back up, knee is bent, and then one more time, exhaling, pushing your leg and your arms out straight and hinging forward at the hips into a warrior three. Hands can come to heart. Taking an inhale here, and then opening up towards your right into a half moon pose, trying to stack your right hip and your right shoulder over the left. It's okay to fall out, just come back in, have fun with it. Rotating back into your warrior three as slow as you can, bending through the left leg, sending the right toes back behind you into a high lunge. Inhaling, stretching up through the spine, opening the chest. You can take a back bend here. And then a few times, exhaling as you come down and inhaling on the way up. Coming into a double bent leg lunge, bending the right knee down near the floor. And then inhaling it up. Returning your right knee to the ground, come into a low lunge, both hands on the inside of your left foot. Open up your left hip, roll to the outside edge of your left foot, and go ahead and twist your left arm open. You can grab onto your right leg if you want for a nice quad stretch. Now inhaling, we come to low horizon, so rolling to the outside edge of both feet. Left arm sweeps around facing the back of your mat. And inhaling, coming on back. Step back to plank, and then take your flow, whether that's chaturanga to upward dog, or just sending your hips right up into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. We get to do all of that again on the other side. So your next inhale, step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhale, release. Inhale, roll up all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Exhale, bring your left knee now up to your chest, roll out that ankle. Release the grip on the knee and go ahead and do those hip circles. Having a focal point is helpful, so you can really do these hip rotations with intention. The slower the better. Coming all the way down and then all the way up. Squeezing through that hamstring. And the next time your knee is up in center, bring your hands to a cactus, and on an exhale, we're pushing away and coming into, hinging forward and coming into that warrior three. Inhale, come back up, hands come out into cactus, and straighten out that leg. Straighten out your hands as you exhale, and hinge forward into a warrior three. Hands can come to chest. Take a breath here. And then on your next exhale, opening up towards your left for a half moon. Again, you can use your right hand as balance or try to take it off the ground for extra challenge. Just focusing on opening up through the hip and the chest here. Coming back to warrior three, deliver that left foot down behind you into a high lunge. Inhaling, stretching out through the spine. Again, taking a back bend if you want it. Exhaling, hands come to heart. Your left knee is bent into a double bent leg lunge. Inhale, you come up, and exhale, you come down. You're pushing your left hip forward and plugging your right hip back so your hips are nice and square, and you're getting a stretch through the hip flexor. Next inhale comes back up into a lunge. Exhale, left knee comes back down. Both hands are on the inside edge of your right foot. Open up that hip, and you can rotate your right hand around to grab onto your left ankle if that feels good for a hip stretch. Looking up to the sky, opening up through that right shoulder and chest. Exhale brings you back down. Inhaling into a twist, and you can swing your right hand all the way back into a low horizon on the outside edge of both feet. And back to center, plank, chaturanga, or whatever flow will bring you back. We're meeting in a downward facing dog. As you inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Widen out your stance and come into a low squat or a malasana here. Now you can just breathe here, hands together, elbows on the inside of your knees, or for some extra mobility, strengthening in your hips. Inhale, you relax your knees onto your elbows, and on your exhale, actively pull your knees off of your elbows. You'll really feel this in your glutes. And then exhale, relax. And inhale, pull them away. And exhale, relax. Coming into a seat, we're going to do some 90-90 switches, facing your right leg, flexing out that foot, and you can lean forward over that right shin to feel a stretch in the glute. Inhaling, coming up and switching over to the left side, and go back and forth a few times. At your own pace, follow your breath. Next time we're in center, bring your hands back behind you, feet are wide, and inhale, and then on an exhale, we're lifting our hips up into a reverse table, pulling your shoulder blades back on your back body, and squeezing those glutes. And inhale, come down, and exhale, press up. Now coming back to a seat, bottoms of your feet come together, knees splay out wide for a butterfly stretch. You can start to fold forward if that feels good. You can hold your big toes. Take a moment here to notice your breath. Notice how your body's feeling. And we're going to quickly wind down here, so hands come up overhead. And on an exhale, slowly roll down your spine, delivering the back to the floor as slowly as possible. And coming into a Shavasana, your final resting pose here. I'm going to leave you here. Take as much time as you need to reflect on the practice and let the practice absorb. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Peace.